Hello and welcome to another installment of the Insider Report at the beginning of the 2015-2016 school year. It's a pleasure again to be here at Frank and Victoria Middle School with Principal Lisa Burkhead, who last year we came to visit a few times, and as she was involved in implementing, really it was quite a project, and bringing in the methods and principles from the Ron Clark Academy in Atlanta, Georgia, and attempting not only to duplicate it, but bring in her own twist on it and make it even better. So we're going to take a little tour of the school that you promised us you would give us, and take a look, see how things have changed down the hallway. But just as sort of a narrative, tell us a little bit about what's happened in this last year. I mean, it is amazing that you have already done so much training with your teachers. They've all either been to the Ron Clark Academy or will be going to the Ron Clark Academy. And just sort of as a narrative as to what kind of changes have you seen already in the implementation?
Well, it has been an amazing ride for sure. When we first set out to make this happen, it was really important for us that we provided our teachers with professional development. So as you mentioned, my personal goal was to make sure that 100% of our staff was able to go. So through Title I funding, through Hope Squared funding, we've been able to make that happen for teachers, and I'm happy to announce that by spring of 2016, 100% of our staff will be trained in the Ron Clark Academy methods, and will have had that opportunity to travel to Atlanta to experience that, because I really think going to the Ron Clark Academy and seeing that firsthand is so powerful, and it really gives a framework for teachers to implement it in their own classroom. So having said that, with that, the teachers really have had a good sense of what needs to happen in the classroom and what that vision looks like. And we've implemented the Fertitta 15, which goes alongside with the academic piece of the Ron Clark Academy, really instilling in the students a set of guiding principles, manners, that are expected on our campus. And what we've seen with that combination is just a complete shift in our culture. Our students are very respectful, they're focused, they understand that there's a high expectation that's been provided for them, and they're rising to the occasion.
Well, before we go in and take a look and talk more about the Fertitta 15, what I'd like for you to do for us, if you could, is just sort of a review of why you thought it was important to bring that methodology here, and what it was that you thought would, because it is all about teaching and learning at the end of the day. So how was it going to help create a learning environment that you thought would be in the best interest of your students here at Fertitta?
Well, Ron Clark Academy believes in 3 pillars, which is student engagement, having a relationship with an adult, making sure that students have someone in their corner, and rigorous curriculum. And those 3 pillars directly align with what our vision is here at Fertitta Middle School.
And they don't compromise on the education rigor, do they?
They do not. And so because it aligns so perfectly with what we were already doing on campus, we just really felt that we wanted to jump in and pull components from the Ron Clark Academy that could enhance the already good work that we were doing. And so one of those components was the Fertitta 15, really coming up with a guiding principles for students so that they knew the expectation. And what we've seen with that is just a focus on academics, because students come to school prepared, they know how to act, they know that their behavior is expected in the classroom, but not only in the classroom, in the cafeteria, when they're leaving campus. And it's been a tremendous shift in seeing students behave so maturely and just have a different attitude on campus.
Well, you have some data. We don't yet have data because it's been so soon since you've been in implementation. But we have not academic data, but you have some data regarding discipline and regarding bullying. Could you share that with us?
Absolutely. I think one thing to highlight really is the fact that when we jumped in on this, we really thought it's important to focus on the good things that are happening on campus. And if that becomes the trend on our campus, then the small percentage of students who are having behavior issues are going to almost kind of be pressured to do the right thing and to follow suit. And so we have seen a tremendous decrease in our data. For example, we had a 39% decrease in our expulsion rate compared to the previous year, a 24% decrease in our suspension rate, and a 90% decrease in our submission of the bullying website for the school district.
And that was in just implementation year.
That was in the first year, yes.
Yeah, that's just amazing.
It's been pretty tremendous to watch happen, and not only just with the data, but just the feel on campus with students and how we have created a community of a family. And we are here to learn, and we are here to be respectful of one another.
Well, before we go on our little tour, just I wanted to ask you this because it's something that I think people need to know on the front end instead of backwards. But all these things that are happening here, and all the data you're starting to generate, and all the what you're starting to see from just cultural change. People might say, "Well, you're at Fertitta Middle School. You couldn't do that anywhere else. Could you do it anywhere else?"
Absolutely. I think that this plan and this model could be a different version at any school. In fact, there have been many principals who have come to tour what we're doing, and they have pulled components, just like we did with the Ron Clark Academy, that they felt would be great for their culture on their campus, and they're going to begin that implementation. So this is just good stuff for kids, and it can be implemented anywhere.
Ready to take us inside?
Yeah, let's go. Perfect.
So we're here in your beautiful cafeteria. Tell me, it looks a lot different than last year. So
Sure does.
how have the changes? I see television up there and new things on the walls and all. Tell me what's going on here.
So basically, we decided any place that we could promote the Fertitta 15, we wanted to take advantage of that. So what you see on the wall are the Fertitta 15 principles that we have decided as a community that we are going to live by. Just as a reminder, a visual for students so they can refer to them, especially at lunchtime. We use our sound system to refer to them and to remind students of what's expected on campus. And in regards to the television, that's one of 10 TVs that we have on campus with our software program that is for the point system for our house competition for our houses.
Now your software program is similar or almost similar to the one that the Ron Clark Academy implements in Atlanta, Georgia. How does that come to be? Explain that a little bit for our viewers.
So every student and every adult is placed in a house, and we have 4 respective houses on campus with 4 respective colors, and they each have a name. And students wear their lanyards with their respective color and their house, and as adults on campus see them behaving with the Fertitta 15, they are awarded points in our software system, and it comes on the 10 screens on campus lifetime.
So the Fertitta 15 is more than just words. I mean, there's a real commitment to that by staff, students, from the time a student gets here, and I guess now even before a student gets here, that they're aware, parents are aware. How much emphasis is placed on the Fertitta 15?
A ton. It's basically how we expect our students and our community to behave when they're on campus and when they're off campus. Basically, the Fertitta 15 are just a set of manners, and we have told our community that it's not just enough to have that academic piece. Equally as important is to have that social skill set to know how to act and how to behave in our society. And so it is an expectation on a daily basis here on our campus that students are actually behaving in the Fertitta 15 principles. And as they are doing that, they are awarded points for their house, and then the house at the end of the year that has the most points gets to go to a house party at the Red Rock Stations Casino. Last year, the Blue House won. And so we bused over 300 students to the Red Rock Stations Casino in one of their ballrooms, and the students had a huge party with a DJ, and we actually partnered up with Microsoft Word, and they came and they had huge inflatable screens with Xboxes. So there were a variety of different activities for the students, and all they could eat, food and drinks, compliments of Red Rock Stations Casino.
That's amazing. Can you take us for a little tour down one of the hallways that you've transformed into a Ron Clark Academy
Absolutely.
type hallway?
Absolutely. Let's go.
So we were walking down this hall last year when you were getting ready to implement the whole Ron Clark method of doing things, and with your own twists and that sort of thing. And you were explaining to me the things that you were going to be doing, and it's totally transformed. So kind of walk us through what we're seeing here.
So this hallway right here is the wing where our academy students are located. This is, you can tell on this door, when students are accepted into the academy, they receive a golden ticket in the mail notifying them that they have come, that they are actually accepted into the academy, and then they stay together in 4 classes. In the 6th grade, they stay in English, reading, math, and science, so they share teachers. And you can tell every teacher is assigned to a house, and so there's a lot of spirit on campus as far as you can tell which teacher belongs to which house, a lot of promoting of the different houses.
These houses look familiar. Where have I seen this before?
These are the Ron Clark Academy. We just went ahead and kept the same houses as them.
And they come from, the Ron Clark Academy houses were derived from, is it Harry Potter or?
Well, they created their own houses, but the actual concept of the house system did come from Harry Potter.
Okay.
Yes, and then if you notice on the wall, you see that we've displayed pictures throughout our hallways of students and teachers in different situations on campus. Again, taken from the Ron Clark Academy. We really just love that aspect of really displaying students and teachers all over the wall. We have a lot of wall space, so it's a little bit difficult and challenging, but every hallway is, we're trying to saturate as much as we can with pictures. And then of course, every hallway comes with a flat screen TV so that students are able to keep track of which house is in the lead real time. You'll notice that the screen is 0. Everyone has 0 points because we're kicking off the competition on September 15th after a school-wide assembly, house assembly.
Now parents know everything that's expected before these children even get here, their students even get here, or the ones who have been already a part of, say, this year, and they know what's going on when they move from, say, the 7th grade to the 8th grade, or are they retrained, re-in-service? How does that work as they come back from the summer?
Our parent community is extremely important in this whole process of changing the culture on our campus. So we've communicated our initiatives and what our school goals are going to be through parent meetings that we've had. We also have a 6th grade orientation in the summer leading up to their 6th grade year, where parents are invited to come and to be on campus. And also parents are required at the academy level to volunteer 10 hours of their time. So they really become a part of our community, and they really are a part of everything that we do.
And you noticed a major change in parent volunteerism this year, and we were talking a little bit about it before. Tell me how that's worked and how it's sort of changed culture here.
This year we had over 500 volunteer hours for parents on our campus, and how that's changed is in years past we may have had perhaps 20 to 30 hour of parent volunteers in one school year. So parents really are a part of our community. They feel very in tune with what's happening on our campus. They're able to be a part of everything that we do, and it really, for that communication piece, has been very, very effective.
Thanks again for watching another edition of the Insider Report. It's been a privilege to be with you, and we look forward to next time.